Hi.
Hello.
Oh,
there we go. Right. Oh, round 2, second wave.
Yep. Wave 2.
Starting off with Henry and Silas.
This is the hardest pool.
You think?
No. But
you were the hardest pool.
yeah, but I'm excited to see who's going to be the shafted one of this pool. The person to get 5th does not make it into bracket. That's okay, but
they will be shafted from the bracket.
But there's 3 players here, I think, that could be shafted very easily, and then all 5 of them.
Would you list out the players in this pool?
Well, not to throw shade, but we've got Chayla, Erin, and Octopus. But I reckon Octopus is not getting shafted. I'm excited to see Octopus make a huge upset on Chayla.
I'd like to see that too. I'm very curious to see how Henry's going to do. He's
putting on his own right now on Silas.
Yeah.
Which is
beat that stitch out of him.
Sad to see that Silas already gave up being a Peachy man.
It wasn't a long career.
It was not a long career.
Yeah, I'm like, that's the Henry's such a he's like one of the bigger wild cards in this event. I think like as you can see, he's going Ganon, so that he's not coming in with like the I'm gonna play my main and I'm gonna try really hard. But his Ganon's really good.
The truth is that Octopus is really good at making those strong plays.
Yeah.
And he can just find them. He can find them. I'm excited to see.
Intimidating player as well.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, if you make Armada retire, then you've got to be pretty intimidating at the end of the day.
I mean, that's true. Oh, almost. He's going for that little slip
just
on the ledge.
Clip, just a little clip. No, I believe in Octopus to take this set. I actually think there's a world where Henry can get second.
Ooh.
Or someone dropping something.
He could definitely beat me. That's like a given. He's done it many times.
Are you scared of Ganon more than Peach?
Probably. To be fair, I think I'm a little more... But like, I think that's more because I've played a lot of Peaches lately. Because Yuo has been coming out to Newcastle to play. And I did well against him today. And I did well against Silas in the crew. So like, yeah, I'm ready for that. Yeah. He also SD'd many times, but I enjoyed it. So it's fine.
Just don't.
Just don't.
Just take it.
Nice.
Oh, Henry, I love seeing that. Henry will find the most stupid down Bs and side Bs in the world.
Yeah.
And that's why I genuinely think that there isn't a player here in this pool that challenges Henry very well. Even Chief could lose to Henry.
Yeah, like I know Chief was spooked by Ica?
Yeah.
Is that it?
That's because recently Aika took 2 sets. Well, Ica. I think it's Aika. Recently took 2 sets at Bag of Melee off of Chief, double eliminating him from the tournament. which is Acre's best win, I believe.
Yeah.
So Chief is not very well prepared against Ganon.
Against the Ganon, yeah.
And also last night, I believe Octopus was winning in the head-to-head against Chief as well.
Right.
So
As in
there's
the
a, yeah, but there's a world where Octopus can take against Chief. Chief sort of person to kind of get a bit intimidated, kind of lose composure.
Yeah, I was playing him as well last night, and I kind of got that impression that he really like knows the matchup, he knows it all, but as soon as you throw things at him that he's not super familiar with, then like a lot crumbles.
Yes, definitely Chief is the sort of person that learns by the book, and sort of mixing that up a little bit is kind of hard for Chief.
Yeah.
But I believe in Chief, but I also believe in Henry, and that's what this pool is definitely the most exciting one for me.
It's believable.
It's the believable. Like even look at this. Even now, Octopus has the potential to just.
My fear is that I think this is like by a good margin Ganon's best stage, and it's not looking as dominant as it may need to be. I think he'll win. I hope he'll win.
Not
win the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
the rest of it is like this could be telling.
how actually does Ganon do in the Peach matchup? I'm assuming not very well, but
I wouldn't have thought well. Like, it feels like Peach can make the trades happen, and even though the trades aren't as good as other matchups, they're still like Peach.
It's still Peach favored, yeah.
Yeah. Plus, like the edge guard sounds really simple for Peach.
Yeah.
Which is normally Ganon's strength, right? Like he can
just
live almost forever with his down Bs, but if that's being prevented.
Also, Ganon having a fairly strong edge guarding options, which don't really capitalize on Peach very well.
Definitely not as well.
Not as well as other characters.
Yeah.
Have to recover.
It feels like there's spots, like if Peach goes low enough, then he's got his like downwards F tilt and he's got his reverse up air. But that can just be being out, I guess.
Yeah, it's just, as you said, reverse nerd, but it didn't seem to work so well.
Yeah, I thought it'd be fine. Nice. That was a good bait with the up air.
Yeah. I wonder how Silas is feeling about this. I don't think you'd want to lose to Henry coming back.
I don't know, like how, because both of these players feel like they're on they're less active, you know.
Oh yeah.
They're not like both big grinders, so I don't know how they feel losing to each other. They're probably like, yeah.
I presumably they're not so upset or mad. I definitely think Henry doesn't really have pressure to perform, which is a massive bonus at the end of the day, because it already adds to Henry's just intimidating go for it play style.
Like we were saying, like you were saying that like you think he can get second, like there's a way that could work, and I agree, and think that kind of leads into, I think that's true, but simultaneously I don't think he's one that's come in with any expectations, not just himself, but I don't think anyone watching is like, oh my god, Henry showing up.
Yeah,
you know how I take
you look
it.
at Henry and you kind of think like, oh, bottom 5 of the tournament.
Yeah.
Just doesn't care, right?
He's just kind of there.
But that's not really the case.
Yeah.
Octopus has always been fundamentally very good. But even though he doesn't care, it's still very dominant.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just
really
good.
He's winning this game. Currently.
He's not very consistent though, that's his problem. Like he's always had, throughout his career, there would be like just weird matchups where he'd like generally beat, so like he could beat high tier players, like he beat Alpha Dash, which he'll remind you of a lot. But like then like lose to like a Fox that's okay. And it's just like, how are you doing so well at the high end, and then they just always seem like there were matchups that he just couldn't quite get a grip on. Like if people weren't intimidated by him, then he'd struggle.
Well, I kind of think that's the story here, ultimately. Like, the most people that were invited seem to be on a little bit of the inconsistent end. Whether that's because they're new or...
This is true. They have kind of described everybody.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah. Except Stranger,
Except Stranger.
who I invited for some reason. Poor choices, poor choices.
For the money you could have made.
All the bag.
All the bag.
Still gotta be.
He's still gonna be. Yeah, I think. I mean, assuming he gets through me. I'd like to beat him because everyone's always like, "Oh, Stranger, unbeatable. No Northern player has ever beaten him."
But
Like,
it's almost happened. Yeah, you could be the first Northern
Yeah.
player to beat Stranger.
Because I've beaten him before, but I just was Cambridge then.
Yeah.
Now I have to fit the criteria.
That would be big. I wonder if GG would count it though.
Better. Freaking better. If I beat him and he's like,
What, you
no,
played
you're
on the North
really
team.
I did play on the North team.
You're North.
Yeah. I'm very. What do I have to do? GG? What do you want from me? I haven't left Newcastle since I got there.
You've been there for a while, right?
Yeah, I've been there like 2 years now.
This is surprisingly close.
Yeah, this is.
Oh. That's fortunate.
Still?
The fact that it is close is amazing. Considering this is someone that would just go Luigi at some point. Also,
Yeah.
Silas tempting to go Pichu as well. So neither of these players actually care, to be honest.
Yeah, both of them kind of have that air of like whatever.
I'm here to sort of play.
I think
But
they're
not really.
gonna be. If they do well in pools, they might be like, oh, maybe I can make a little run, and then they might try. But like if they
think so for
get
Silas.
second or third in their pools, I think they'll be like.
I think for Henry, it'd be more of a case of like being like excited and happy with the run in pools. Whereas
Yes.
Silas, I feel like Silas would sort of take it seriously. I mean, if there's a chance to get like top 3,
Yeah.
they would take it, I imagine.
I think Silas doesn't care about melee as much as he used to, but ultimately is still a competitor. So will struggle to completely detach himself.
Yeah.
Like when he plays Pichu, he is trying his butt off, even if he pretends that it's just like, oh,
It's just a funny. No.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Trying.
Yeah, big old try hard.
Double
As we
side
all, that's
B.
not supposed to be a. This is getting more and more dominant towards Henry, actually.
It is.
The
Lost?
first game was like very Silas favored. The next game he barely won his counterpick. Then he barely lost on Silas' counterpick, and now he's like got a pretty
quite
healthy
showing
lead.
on
Yeah,
Battlefield as well.
on Battlefield.
Honestly, the last game, I didn't expect him to lose. Kind of
Yeah.
looks like it was his favor, but just dropped. But the thing is with Peach is that even if you're being dominant against Peach, there's always stitches. There's always
Yeah,
a couple of
down smash. Like
It's
you
very hard.
make an error and suddenly. This is kind of true for Ganon as well. You get
yeah.
down it once, you don't check it, you get down it again, you pop up.
In free moves, you can die.
Yeah.
With Ganon. Which is that was so risky.
That was a nice little string though by Silas.
Oh no.
Oh
that's-
no.
That's
Should be.
if you fully drifted in, but
Yeah.
Henry
A bit of hesitation.
lost dog.
All right.
Lost dog. I believe
Henry's
in
lost
Henry.
dog. I think he can
believe
do
in
it. Yeah.
Henry. Yeah.
I think as long as he respects the things that are annoying him, like the down smash. If he gets it in his head, that's like another one of Henry's like main problems is that if he finds something lame,
he just won't respect it at all.
Yeah. I remember Henry excited me telling me like his new counterplay towards Falco lasers, and it was taunting in between them. I was like, that's not a counterplay.
Is this against Sloth?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Oh, shocking. I'm shocked. Taylor is not a laser spamming Falco, so that'll be interesting. Taylor's quite an aggressive Falco.
Yeah.
That'll be exciting.
Ooh, coin.
Props to Silas. Props to Silas.
Yeah, that was well played. That was well played.
Again, it was looking Henry dominant.